Your recommendation letter is often one of the strongest parts of your application, and in many cases, it can influence whether you move forward or not. In this series, I'm focusing specifically on DAAD applications and how to prepare all the required documents step by step. In this video, we'll look at one of the most important parts of the DAAD application, the recommendation letter, and I'll show you how to prepare it the right way. Hello, my name is Masoume. I'm a DAAD scholar doing my master's degree in Germany. In this channel, I want to share my experience about applying and studying abroad, and I want to help you to do that by your own. So don't forget to subscribe for more videos and feel free to leave a comment if you have any doubt. So let's start the video. Okay, for the next document for the DAAD application, you need letter of recommendation. It should be only one letter of recommendation, and you need to get it from a university teacher, so you cannot ask it from your employer. And there is some instruction for that you can find in the submitting an application card, so we will come here and check it. So here it is written that you can generate the recommendation form in the DAAD portal as a writable PDF on the request recommendation form. So it can only be generated in the application period. That's why we cannot cover it in this video. But I will try to find it in my own documents. If I could find it, then I will show you. But anyway, this is not like an issue. We can go through the basic and general knowledge about writing a letter of motivation. But the point here is that, as it is written here, there is a form that is created by DAAD, and then you will download it in your application portal, and then you will give that form to your university professor, and that university professor should fill that form. So it's not like a normal recommendation letter that we will look through that in a few minutes, but it's a form that the professor should fill that form. So there is some questions that they will answer according to those questions, and then we will upload it in the portal. So I will try to find this form, but if I couldn't find that, it's not a problem. In the time that the application period is started, I can show you, and I can talk about it in another video. So now let's go and see what is a letter of motivation or recommendation letter at all. Okay, so what is recommendation letter? A letter of recommendation or recommendation letter, also known as a letter of reference letter, or simply reference. So it's a document in which the writer assesses the qualities, characteristics, and capabilities of the person being recommended in terms of that individual ability to perform a particular task. So as it is in the name, letter of recommendation is a letter from a person that has a good contact with you and know you like for a long time maybe, and that person can talk about your abilities, your qualifications, in order to be to give the selection committee give them a overview about you and your abilities. So because the DAAD application and DAAD scholarship is specifically this scholarship, because this one is a academic scholarship, and for example, it doesn't have a requirement of work experience. For this reason, you are required to ask from your university professor to give you a letter of recommendation. So normally when we say letter of recommendation, we mean that recommendation from any person that has a good contact with you in the academic or in the work or in, for example, research. Okay, so any person that has some contact in this field with you and worked with you and knows your ability. Okay, so overall, some people can write this, but for this specific scholarship you need to only ask your university professor. So have this in mind and try to get in contact with your professors and ask them to write a recommendation letter for you, or ask them to fill the DAAD recommendation form for you. And it is better that you get in contact with them in advance before starting the time of the scholarship, so you have them in your list, because normally it takes time to talk with the professors, it takes time to get their approval, and it is better that you do it in advance. And what I recommend here is that what I comment with the junior students in the university that they want to get admission, or they want to get a scholarship for their master, is that try to have a good contact with at least a few of the professors in the time that you are studying in the university. Because I know some students that after finishing their bachelor, when I say, okay, you need a letter of recommendation, they struggle with finding a good professor for themselves, because they say that, okay, we don't have any contact with our professor anymore, or we don't know any of them, we never was that much close to any of them. And it's a big problem, because normally professors do not accept to write the letter of recommendation easily. They say, okay, what courses did you have with me, or what did you do in the university, what was your grades. So all of them has an impact on this letter of recommendation. So now that we know some information about the letter of recommendation, we want to see what is letter of recommendation and how you write it. Okay, before I start showing an example, I want to clarify this first, that normally recommendation of letter will be written by your professor. So you do not have any option to write it yourself. So maybe seeing this video is not useful for you. But I know some professors that they ask you to write a first version yourself. Okay, then you will give this first version to the professor, and professor will bring some changes and will give you the final version. So for this reason, you may need to write a good version yourself first. That's why you should watch some videos about recommendation letter. But I also know some professors that they do not have enough time to write a recommendation letter, but they will accept so yourself write a recommendation letter, then you will send it for them. If they will read it, if it was completely okay, they will accept it, and they will say you that, okay, this is okay, you can use it. So as I said, normally you don't need to write your recommendation letter, you just ask your professors, but normally they do not have enough time, so that's why you should always write at least a first version for them. So let's start with the example. So here I have an example for a scholarship recommendation letter. So first of all, what does it mean in a recommendation letter? So when we say recommendation letter, by the word letter we mean that it should have a letter format. So normally letter is one, letter can be more, but recommendation letter should be one page is enough, so you don't need to have 2 pages or more. Then it should have a letter format. So letter normally starts with a specific format. Normally it has a greeting part, normally it has an ending part which consists of some words and, for example, sometimes signature, the address and so on. So that's about the letter part. Then we will start with the letter itself. So as you can see, it's a A4 paper. Then it has a heading part which consists of the date, which consists of the address of the professor, which is normally the address of working place, not like home. We don't need the address of home. Okay. Then we have a greeting part, then the main section of the recommendation. Then we will end the letter with essentially a signature and the name of the professor and the department that he is working on. So this is like the recommendation letter. And now we will come to this main part. As I said, we will start with the greeting. Then in the first then we have 4 paragraphs. Each paragraph will represent one thing, and it has some sections. So this is like the introduction part. This will be the closing part or the overview part. and two main bodies, which is the parts that you mostly talk about, the abilities and the qualifications. Okay, now in this format we will see more like a template that you can fill. So here is the introduction part. In the introduction part, you just mention the name of yourself, like the name of the student, and then you mention the university or the scholarship that you want to apply for. Then the professor will say that I know this person for this time. So time is really important, okay? Or also you can mention that in this time for this purpose. For example, if the person that is writing the letter of recommendation for you is, for example, a research professor, okay, so you can say that, okay, I know this person for this purpose. Or even if the professor is a university professor, you can mention that I had these courses with him. So yes, so here you mention the number of years that you know each other, and then you write the purpose, relation to a student, right? So it was teaching, it was coaching, or whatever it was. Or even if you are writing a letter of recommendation for work purpose, you can also mention the work experience here, or work field that you work together. And then you name the school, or like the university or the company that you work together. Then you have some like you will continue until you finish this introduction part. Then in the main section, this is really important that how you are going to write it. So as I mentioned in the letter of motivation as well, it is important that you always read what a scholarship is looking for, or what the university is looking for, or whatever else, okay? So here it is important that you know what this scholarship is looking for, and try to give some qualifications about that topic. For example, if the scholarship is looking for some leaders, some people that are leaders, so here it is better that you mention something about being leader, okay? So that's how you should relate your qualifications with what is in the scholarship. So here it is mentioned that the scholarship, or the name of the scholarship should come here, looks for students who have this so whatever that scholarship is looking for. So now you want to make some qualifications up on that achievement, okay? So you can say that this student has demonstrated these abilities by doing this. So it is important that you do not write some good things, just mention them, okay? So for example, you do not write like this person has leadership abilities, okay? This is like only a sentence that you have written. The point here is that you should try to make it real with some following sentences, not sentences, just sentence, because this is one paper letter. So you just mention, okay, if you are saying this person is a leader, so how you can say that? You just try to give really a small example according to some information that you have about that person. Then in the second, in the first paragraph, you try to make a connection between what a scholarship is looking for and what ability the person has, and make a connection between them. Then in the second paragraph, you are trying to give more information about the person, more things that are good things. They may not be mentioned in the scholarship, but they are like good things that you can write about it. So some positive personality traits. So then you try to make it real with giving some information about it, okay? Then you have an optional paragraph, which I think you do not need to write it. Normally we don't write about our financial need in the recommendation letter. Then in the last paragraph, you just have a closing, and for last time you mentioned. So at the end, we have this closing part, which you will write, just close the letter. So for the last time, you mentioned the name of the student, and say the last sentences and we always like to, there is a like format to finish the letter with this sentence. So if you had any, like, feel free to contact me if you have any questions or something. Then you sincerely, and then signature, name, title, school, university. So this is important that you have a date here, you have an address, you have signature, you have name, title, and a school, and this part. So this is one of the examples that we had, but now I should mention this, that never ever write a recommendation letter from a template. It's not the correct way to write a recommendation letter. It is more like a motivation letter. It is important that you try to write it from yourself and try not to copy it from somewhere, because this is also something that has a really good impact on your application, and you should try to make it real and make it specific for yourself, not something that you just copied from some people. Okay, that's it for this video on preparing a strong recommendation letter for your DAAD application. I hope this gives you a clear idea of what to focus on and how to approach it properly. In the next video, we'll continue with another important part of the application. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any video. See you in the next video.